some nice intro beats right there.
Right? I feel like
I thought we were gonna talk, but
I thought the shop had good intro music. This like some heat.
Yeah, this is nice. Who produced this? This is done. Fire.
None sent 1,000 files, so who knows? Yeah, this is hard.
you want to start it off with some bars then instead?
No, we're gonna talk.
Yeah,
Look, Jacob is like, yes, bars.
let's get comfortable.
Bars.
Yeah, let's talk first.
All right.
See
And
we
we'll bring the
chatting.
beat back.
Let's be hot.
So-
I can hear a Rick Ross verse on that.
So professional.
So let me ask you, all of you,
Yeah.
one by one, sort of why are we here? Like, what are we doing right here, right now?
We're having a conversation.
Why?
Because you told us to come in here and have a conversation.
No, seriously. Like, I want to hear from your opinion. Why are you here? Like, why are you here today?
I thought we was having a nice conversation. That's why I thought we was here. We here. My guys is there. It's Champs on the couch. We here. It's EO Dub. Feel me? So I thought we was talking.
Yeah.
She
We're
trolling.
talking.
She trolling.
Very much.
I'm here. I'm here for the World Finals.
Oh,
That's why I'm here.
yeah. That's cool too. Like,
I'm here to see some worldly MCing and just be around a good international, nice bunch of folk. Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm here to chill with the fam from all over the world. Yeah, international meet and greet throughout the week, and then watch everybody, go through that Coliseum on Saturday and see who comes out on top.
So speaking of the week, the WEEK, this week of events. Tell me about the events from your perspective. Like, what do you think we put together for the people?
A very unique product. Some of the podcasts that we had earlier, they were touching on it. I think the creativity of having a competition for MCs that battling or dissing is not allowed, I think is a very dope thing where it allows people to, instead of focusing in on a person, they focus out on themselves or the world, and allows more creativity. But then there's also the family built around it. You guys have been doing this for 23 years now, right? Since I was in middle school. And so, it's really dope that anything in New York City could last that long. It's dope that anything in hip hop could last that long. And, it's just dope to have this international New York hip hop thing that helps MCs get better, but also allows people who don't even want to compete to just show up and enjoy their homies who enjoy hip hop as well. Yeah.
Now, you've been to some world finals before,
Right.
one or two.
Yeah, I've been to like 3 of them, I think.
Where were they? When were they?
Big three. Nah, 3-peat is crazy.
The first one was in Prague, Czech Republic, in 2017. Then the second one was in Paris, France. And then the third one was in Brussels, Belgium. Yeah, European tour.
So taking the results out of it, you don't get to judge based on whether or not you won. You can go check the tapes to see. But
Checking the tapes is
what would you
nasty
say?
work.
What would you say was your favorite of those three?
Taking out the results? That's hard. No, it's a tie between Paris and Belgium because we really had a good time. I think Paris surprised me. We did some club hopping, and then we stumbled into a really dope dance hall party that I didn't even expect to hear tunes that I heard in Flatbush in like the back street of Paris. And we saw Onyx, and shout out to Sweet and C-Jan, the Chinese level of EO Dub. They were celebrating like it was, you ever see those videos of them girls when they saw Michael Jackson back in the day? They saw Onyx and was going crazy
Yo.
like that. And that's just dope to see brothers from a whole nother side of the world be hype about old school hip hop in that way. We had some dope times, some dope parties. But then Belgium, we had some dope parties too. In the club, in the street, turning up. And then we had that moment where this never happens. You party in the street, turning up, and the cops show up. And usually the party is done after that. The cops came and it was like, oh, Proceed, that's my man. Turn up the music. And then they left. And so that was,
I did the Thriller.
it was crazy. Yeah, we did the whole Thriller. Yo, I'm telling you. Yeah, so it's a close tie between Paris and Belgium. Both of those were good times. Shout out to Prague too, but yeah, Paris and Belgium.
Yeah. Now, Jess, have you been abroad with the dub before?
Yeah, I've been to London.
Ooh, when was that?
2012, I believe.
2013.
2013.
Historian getting the facts right.
Yeah, 2013.
2013.
Yeah.
What was that like?
It was a lot of. It was fun actually. It was. We had a bunch of places, so it's like we was at a different bar every night, and then we got to choose which flat we decided we wanted to stay in for the night. So it was fun. You know, it was a lot. I was a lot younger too, so it was fun. I got to be outside and do a lot.
Yo.
I remember there was one afters, as they say out there, one after hours
Oh yeah,
in Brixton.
in Brixton.
I don't remember the specifics. It's blurry.
It was blurry, but I remember it was fun. I know they had these stalls that came out the floor on the late night, so you ain't have to urinate in the streets. I thought that was interesting.
Like electronic?
We need
like,
that in America. Yo, it came up out the ground. And then
Did you have to push a button, or is
and
this
then
like a
people
time?
walk over it in the middle of the day.
Is
That's
like
fire.
you push a button, or is like at
No,
night?
at night it just comes out the ground.
That was London or Japan?
London.
That's crazy.
London.
That dude sound like something in Japan.
That's right. That
Feel
sound
me?
like something. Yo,
Yeah.
I was like, okay. They was ready for us alcoholics out there.
So back to this week of events that we're doing here,
Yep.
and you know, Osiris, you've seen this in Prague, you've seen this in Belgium, you've seen this in Paris, where you go around, you see the clubs, and et cetera. Now you have all those teams here, like, and there's got to be a certain amount of pride as a Brooklynite, you know, as an EOW world champion, 2-time,
Yeah.
you know, to be able to welcome all these people here.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like, are there things on your list that you want the teams out here to really experience? You know, like we've put together this agenda, you know, like, is there something in there that you feel like you really want to see? You know, like for me, I love seeing people's face when they're, you know, seeing the sites, when they're seeing the big buildings, and you know, you see their eyes light up like, wow, I've never seen this before. You know, are there experiences like that you're hoping the team to have? You know what I mean? Like,
Honestly, the only thing I really have on my mind is going to another dance hall party with like White Sand Master Law and Apex. That's what we did
wild.
overseas. So like, I want to make sure, you know, we doing the same thing here, and just being around them and legendary ciphers. I want them to make sure that they get involved with the MC scene here very much as possible. So I want them to pull up the LC, whatever else is going on that's very specific to New York. I want them to be involved with, meet other people that are on our scene. So partying and just being involved in the hip hop scene that we cultivated here is really important to me.
Somebody needs to take them to the Bronx.
That's a fact. Oh yes, I'm glad you said that.
Somebody needs to take
Yeah.
these guys to the Bronx.
Yeah, they have to. They have to go to the Bronx. Definitely, like by Whitlock Ave, where all the graffiti is, but obviously like Cedric Avenue and stuff.
so I was gonna say, like, where else would I take a team from Czech Republic if I wanted to take them on the tour of the Bronx besides Sedgwick? I mean, obviously you go make the pilgrimage and like see
Yankee
you know,
Stadium,
Yeah, Yankee Stadium for sure.
Crotona Park, maybe.
Crotona Park, especially what's
Especially
that?
if there's a-
Indian Lake? Is
Yeah.
that the name of that with the ducks in it?
Yep.
Yeah. Indian Lake would be the vibe.
Fordham Road for some shopping, maybe.
Might run into like
Might see some
A
wild
2000
stuff. But they
rapper
like
in
that
there,
shit,
too.
so yeah.
yeah.
So
Get them a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich uptown
Yes.
too.
Get them a chopped cheese.
Get them a chopped cheese for sure. Get a
I'm
chopped
sure they
cheese.
want that.
If y'all go all the way up north, like West Indian food, oxtails galore.
See, Kizzy used to run around with us a lot, so he knows about all this stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, we need to do that with the rest of the guys though.
They gotta go on a pilgrimage. Like
Take a
walk.
yep.
They have to take a walk.
okay, so let's get specific with the challenge though, right? For each of you, can you tell me like how? Let's start with how you found out about the dub. Like how, where, and there's something you've probably been asked before, and you know we probably asked you to say this before. So, but I want you to take a moment to like kind of tell somebody who's never met you, doesn't know anything about the challenge, like, I want them to be in your shoes as you're discovering this thing, and like how your opinion of it has evolved over time. Because I don't think it's static. I don't think that what you heard about it and what you experienced first is the same you probably feel today. You know, like I think that all of our journeys here have evolved with how we're involved with the dub, and so I'm curious, like for each of you, like how is that take us on that journey? You know what I mean?
I got involved with the dub from Majesty, actually. Majesty used to be in LC, you know what I'm saying? And he seen me there when I was about, I want to say 18, 19. I was rapping in there for a little while.
This is Legendary Cyphers.
Yeah, Legendary Cyphers. I wasn't old enough to do the dub yet. So then when I turned 21, like every artist that I knew, even like Osyris and shit, like would take me to every scene possible and just have me battle in there and win.
Facts.
And just because. So like Badge was one of those people that I had met. And I met him at Legendary Cyphers, and he was just like, yo, when you turn 21, you got to do EO Dub. And that's what happened. It was definitely what happened. I had battled that year. My semi-final rounds, Mike Larry had won my round, but then we were like a point and a half apart, so they just was like that both of us was going to the finals. And then the finals was crazy. It was like me, Mike, Intikana, Eli Black. That was a crazy finals that I kind of like think back to it, and everyone was like a point and a half apart, so it was sick. It was awesome. But that was like how I got into the dub. And then I just came back every now and again between like gigs and like life changes. And it was fun because like I would always make the finals. So I would always get to like meet new people that was just as cool at rapping as I was. And that's kind of like how today was. It was like, oh snap, like all these people have the attention span of a guppy in dirty bathwater just like me. And they like make really cool verses too, and like we're all multi-talented. Like we could say a rhyme scheme and then we'll flip that rhyme scheme like 55 times in like 1.5 minutes. Like I think it's great.
You got to cipher with some of the team here, right?
Yo, as soon as I came in here, I sat down, I seen DK. DK had actually, shout out to DK. I don't know where DK is, but shout out to DK. She had came and she added me on IG, and I was like, yo, bro, you're a beast. I can't wait to like meet you. And as soon as she met me, we was rapping. Like she just started rapping.
That sounds like DK.
She started rapping, and I just followed too, because I was like, oh yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that smoke. We could do this right now. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like here for it. The challenge is like, it's love, because you get to see people ascend, and everybody's superpowers are like super different. But then you also just get to rap for like a really long time. EO Dub kind of makes its own rapathon, and I fuck with that.
Well, I gotta ask you though, when you're ciphering, right? Like I'm gonna be honest, right? I watched a little bit of the cipher, and it's all off the top, freestyle and whatever, right? And you have a history in battling, right? Does it not leak into your bars like the competitive spirit, the seeing somebody for the first time? It doesn't ever leak in, or are you always like putting out that spirit of like, reflecting what you're seeing? And the reason I ask is in today's cipher, I feel like I caught a couple bars where if you hadn't caught yourself, you would have gone towards like you would if it had been a different scenario, you might have been battling people. Am I bugging? Am I tripping?
Yeah. I'm just nice like that. But like I think with me personally, I always hated battling. You might feel that way. Like I know I've won things, but like I hate the way people get after you win things, or how people get when they lose. Like I'm up here right now. I lost to Osyris a couple times, and we're mad cool. Like it's never beef. We're always on the side. Like damn, you might have got that round, bro. Yeah, like I like when you said blah 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 blah, and then it's love. Like it's just a nice spar time. I think for me, even meeting new people, I'm like, damn, they got different superpowers. That's so fucking cool. Like, let's jam together and do cool things, because why not?
So Jess, what about you? Tell me, like, how'd you find EOW? How did you first find it, and then how does your relationship with it evolved over these last, I don't know, couple decades?
Wow, that's a big question. I had a homeboy. I ain't gonna mention his name, but he used to manage me, and his wife actually went to school with Vice, and her name was Pascal. And she was like, yo, I got this boy. I went to school with Jason. They just started this open mic in Lower East Side. You should go to that. That should be perfect for you. So I'm like, word. So I think we went actually that night. It was a Sunday, and we went that night. We didn't get inside because the shit was so packed. And this is like primetime days of the dub. The shit was so packed I couldn't even get in. So months passed. I forgot what happened. Somebody mentioned it again. I said, oh, I heard about that spot. So we just went down again. I got in. Didn't get on the list. It was just there watching the shit like, yo, this shit is fucking dope. Came the next week. Stood on the line. Finally got on the list. Got on mad late. If you didn't know, this is like the gauntlet you used to have to go through because EOW used to be so packed with so many MCs every week that if you ain't get there at a reasonable time, you wouldn't even get on the list. So, after a few weeks, I just started learning how to get there early. I'm there like 7:30, standing online, waiting to get in. And that's how I was introduced to the dub, though. And my relationship, it was just, I just started meeting you guys like one by one, just being there every week. And I don't know, you guys, short story, you just guys grew in a family, And 23 years later, here we are.
Do you still work with, so when you connect with the people internationally, you went to UK in 2013, whatever, have these relationships that you built with these people of the ponds, have they expanded? Do you continue to work with anybody abroad?
I haven't really worked with anybody abroad, but I've tried to keep, relationships with them. Like Kizzy is my man forever. Like anytime he comes to the US, we getting it lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my dog. And I haven't, honestly. I won't even say I have. I wish I have.
What about you, Osiris? You work with anybody that you've met over these years? Like you work with any of the producers, collab with any of the MCs outside of dub shit, outside of the stuff that we put together?
I've been to Fred One's radio show, but I haven't actually worked with off the top of my head. I gotta think about it. I don't think I have off the top of my head. But I haven't really been working with anybody.
Sure.
So I was about to say.
Oh yeah. Word. My fault.
I was trying to set it up.
Guide to the Underground. DK's album, Guide to the Underground.
Strike that from the record.
I'm on there, the X-Men track.
Mass Law, we should have made a bunch of records.
Have you ever worked with any of the people that you met?
We should have already.
No.
I'll say that shit though. We should have made a bunch of records already.
Yeah.
Fuck the pandemic.
Especially pandemic area. We was in the Zoom hard, all of us. Yeah. Like a lot of us with the newer cats, a lot of us built relationships like that as well. That Zoom life helped us all. Word.
121 hours of pure goodness.
Yeah, man.
On Zoom in history.
Yeah.
Right.
It's funny. That was like a whole different era for the dub. It was like a weird
that
chapter.
Was an era
it was a whole era.
That was
of
an era.
its
It was nice though.
It really was.
Cool.
It really was.
Zoom.
Mm-hmm. So, Osiris, what about your history with the dub, and how has it evolved? How'd you come into it? But I'm also curious again, how has it evolved? Because I think it's changed over time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I found out about the dub because I was working at Starbucks back in the day, and
Starbucks life.
Huh? Yeah.
Starbucks life.
Word.
Starbucks life.
Starbucks just hires rappers.
Yeah, Starbucks life.
They don't even know they hire rappers, and they just been hiring mad rappers. And had a manager change. My new manager happened to be friends with Baxter. And then Baxter got transferred to my store. We bonded over, what's that verse? Thieves in the Night. Mos Def's verse on that song. Yasin Bey's verse on that song. And, we got cool. Eventually he put me on the Freestyle Mondays. And then eventually he put me onto the dub. And my first time going to the dub was in 2014. I competed. I might not have been clear on all the rules, or maybe I was trying to bend the rule. And I ain't really dissed this guy. But I just put his name in a bar, but I think I lost points for that. I didn't even place that year. The next year I came.
He dissed the guy.
I didn't really diss him. I didn't diss him.
Dissed him.
It was a playful line.
Dissed.
And in 2015, I competed again. Got to the finals, not the world finals, the U.S. finals. And then I had sudden death round with KM, and I lost. And in 2016, I competed one more time, and I lost to Eli Black.
Oh yeah, I remember this year.
After that, I was like, that's enough losing for me. I'm good on the dub. And, serendipity is crazy sometimes. 2017, there's a night where, who was in the challenge, if I can remember everybody? Happy Accident, Red, Falaz, some other big brother dude who wore like this aviator hat, and I think Fuchs. And I just came to watch that night. I wasn't coming to be involved. But Falaz happened to get sick, and he didn't show up. And then Baxter was like, yo, jump in the challenge. I was like, nah, I'm good. And he was like, no, jump in the challenge. I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm going to just jump in the challenge just for fun. And I ended up winning that night. And then I ended up going to the U.S. Finals, and I ended up winning the U.S. Finals. Shout out to Blake the Scorp. I don't know, wherever she's at in the world, because she's Jesus Christ.
Blake is fine. Talked to her this morning.
Word?
Yeah. Oh, it's dope.
That's what's up.
Blake is fine.
Good.
That's what's up. I'm so happy to hear that.
Tell her niggas miss her.
Yeah,
Facts.
she know it. She know it.
Facts.
Blake the Scorp
Y'all might see her sooner than you think.
Yeah, she's fire.
Yeah.
I love that. You hear those like folk tales about that person that was just super nice or something and just better than everybody, but they just didn't happen to walk that path. Blake is one of those people. And I knew I was going up against her that night, and so I had to prepare as much as I possibly could. And I ended up winning that night, and I flew to Prague. Met up with all the, I'm trying not to go into all the details, but I met up with all the international family for the first time. I still remember hanging out in front of that school, and the school that Anna worked at, and running into you brothers for the first time. And we was out there talking about Drake and More Life and all that nonsense. And ciphering. I hadn't slept for like 36 hours.
That's the one.
You remember, right?
That's the one.
You feel me? Yeah, and then, I won in Prague, brought the title back to New York for the first time in years. And then the next year, I went to Paris with it. I want to give...
No, be.
right,
We can edit it if we don't want to. We can edit
just
it.
cut the bullshit out.
We're not live, so go ahead.
Right. So the next year, when it was in Paris, when I was in high school, when I was in middle school, when I was in elementary school, I didn't like my Spanish teacher. So when I got to middle school, I was like, I'm going to take any language except for Spanish, and I took French. I loved my French teacher in middle school, so that I continued taking French. In high school, there was a trip to France that my family couldn't afford to take me on, so I always had a taste for Paris. Pause. Or whatever. Not pause. Whatever.
Crazy. He's getting risky. He's getting risky.
I don't even know where that came from. I'm sorry. And so now that I was interested in Paris, fast forward to 2018, and the World Finals is in Paris, and I'm like, yo, like, this is big, and if I'm gonna do it, like, I want to do it like the most right way possible. My family's Caribbean, and I'm from Flatbush, Brooklyn, which is a Haitian neighborhood, and even though I'm not Haitian, I always felt some type of way that, like, growing up, we were always taught to dislike Haitians. And then when I learned the history of the Haitian Revolution and how they liberated themselves, they're the only nation to liberate themselves, I just felt like, okay, that's why we was taught to not like them. And so I was like, if I'm gonna go to Paris, I'm gonna do this song about the people that gave Paris licks. And so, I did the performance about the Haitian Revolution, and that was really, really, really important to me, and including all the other things that I did that night. And then I went to Paris, and won again. Fast forward to Belgium the next year, obviously the U.S. Finals here, which was dope, and I did the whole blindfolded performance, and that was my swan song. I was like, I'm retiring after this, no matter what the outcome is. And I was just happened to be blessed that Lupe found out about the dopeness of the dub, and he happened to be there that night, and he's my favorite rapper of all time. And I meet him, become friends with him, go to Belgium. We go to Belgium, have a blast. I don't win, but we had a blast in Belgium. Belgium was such a great time. And, of course, the pandemic happens, and things kind of get fractured. But to wrap it all up, my relationship with the dub, like, I really appreciate it. And, even as recently, not to, like, make it dark, but, my grandmother passed away. And like you and Kendra coming to my funeral, like at my grandmother's funeral, like that meant a lot. You know what I mean? Like, and yeah, so I really appreciate the dub. Anything that the dub needs from me, yeah, I'm with it and I'm for it. Yeah, so. Yeah.
That man's good.
So what if we put on some beats?
Rapping
What
beat.
if?
We having a listening session?
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen.
Put it back.
He really brought the beat right back.
What's this, like commercial break music?
Nah,
This the
this the beat. Nah, what's a smooth
We
joint.
need another beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This beat make
Yo,
me
Pat,
think
get
we
over
starting
there.
over.
Get
I
over there
thought-
and look at that laptop.
I thought we
over
were
there.
starting over again. I was gonna say, intro.
I said, intro.
I thought we was doing another take.
It's an editing wonderful gentleman.
Welcome. I'm sitting here with Dizzy, Jess.
You didn't ask Dizzy how she feels about competing on Saturday.
Hold on, pause the beats. I have like 10 more questions that I wanted to talk about, but it felt like it was time to run. But hold on, let's pause the beats for a second. Let's touch on a couple more topics before we wrap it up. You're right. So, first of all, Dizzy's in the competition this Saturday, right? Dizzy, if you had to pick a favorite that wasn't you, out of who you saw today, what's your favorite right now?
DK.
She kept the beam.
Jess, favorite in the challenge. You can't pick Dizzy because you're too close. You're right.
I
next to
can't
him.
pick Dizzy?
Can't pick Dizzy? You can't pick US. No,
Why not?
because you're right there. It's not. It doesn't count.
I'm biased.
I know. That's why you have to not pick Dizzy.
Yeah, it will probably be DK.
Osiris,
God.
God.
I don't have a favorite.
You could pull for somebody in the challenge.
I'm pulling for a
pulling
good
for
challenge.
Dizzy.
You know what
Okay.
I mean? I'm pulling. It's gonna be a great challenge, and I'm anticipating.
Don't make me not be
seeing some-
non-biased.
You know what I mean? I'm keeping. You feel me? I'm anticipating that it's gonna be dope, so I'm looking forward to it. No favorites.
What rounds are you looking forward to, Dizzy?
You know, I really, really, really like grab bag rounds. But this time I'm looking forward to the beat juggle / the MC versus DJ. Yeah.
And I think I heard you say in the live the other day that you don't prepare at all.
I don't, yo. I'm I don't prepare.
How do you prepare?
Well, I mean, look at Osiris. What did he talk about?
Like-
The Haitian
like-
Revolution.
No, I think, and I said this earlier. I was telling all of the competitors this earlier. I was like, Osiris is different. His way of prep for the competition. He's a historian. He's gonna do research.
Yeah.
Like that's his vibe. I'm impulsive, and I'm gonna bar you down. You get what I'm saying? I am. I'm gonna make people want to rap. Like if
go.
I'm not. I don't prep. I make people prep for me. You get what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So, and that's in the most respectful way possible.
Respectfully.
That's respectfully, like that's respectful. But it's true. Like even though I'm not prepping like everybody else preps, like I freestyle all the time. I've been flying in and out the state, freestyling everywhere. I'm writing and for gigs and then having to come back and freestyle for other gigs.
On Broadway.
On Broadway. On Broadway too, but like no, like I freestyle, like I live, breathe, eat freestyling. So prepping for me is like a regular day.
Right,
Like
right.
I'm sad that I'm not gonna like be here this week to go crazy with everybody. But I know I have to go somewhere and freestyle for mad hours.
Can we talk about that? Wait, you don't want to talk about what you're doing on this road trip? Because I was impressed when you told me about it.
So
Very.
like I'm going big shout out to Will Haley, the founder of Shout House and also one of the best music directors and composers in New York right now, period. Like I'm gonna say that. I'm working with this band called Shout House. Shout House is a really large band. Will happens to do a bunch of orchestras with like 30 pieces. Sometimes it's 20 pieces. It just depends what Will feels like on any given Tuesday. But he's given us like this 90-minute show, and there's like 13 songs straight that we just kind of, some of the parts are written for us, some are not. So I'm gonna have to figure it out when I'm there. But that's just kind of it. I'm leading the orchestra as an MC, which is dope.
So you're gonna rhyme over the orchestra? Is this what's happening?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I rap over bands all the time. Like that's really my thing. Where's the French champ? We had like a bomb time on Saturday. Yeah, you feel me? We was at that house party on Saturday. He was like, "Yo, this band is so cool." But that's my life every day. So freestyling now and like doing this challenge, I'm happy that I'm getting to go against worthy competitors, but it's the same as I tell Osyris when we go against each other. Last finals, we was meditating in the back, and then it was just like, all right, bro, time to duel.
Right.
I'm coming to kill you the same way you coming to kill me. This is John Wick now. Respectfully. So just make sure you got your weapons. I'ma have mine.
And let's see, what else? What else are you looking forward to on Saturday?
You know, I'm looking forward to putting on a show and just being around all the love that EOW usually brings. You get what I'm saying? That's across the board, whether it's a regional final or a world final. If it's EOW based, it's gonna be love with it. You're gonna see faces you haven't seen in a long time. Everybody gonna look at you and they gonna want to rap. Even the people that don't know how to rap in EOW still be wanting to rap. And that's so awesome. And y'all know what I meant by that, so I don't care.
Fire. Nah, that was fire. That was fire.
So there's a couple there before we get to bar work. There's a couple things that EOW's been working on, right? And I'm curious. You've probably heard some of the things that Quebec's done with the TV show, Le Fin de Fab, right? You've heard about what they've done in the schools with the 12 to 17 MC challenge. Have you heard about this?
No, I haven't.
Have you heard about this?
This is news to me.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Can you explain it to Dizzy?
It's pretty much what he just said. Is EOW.
Yo, can you explain it again? Because James didn't hear
You want me to say it in
explain
like,
can you explain
in
it?
like Montreal French?
Quebecois. I think they call it Quebecois.
Okay, à l'école, EOW. Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, it's EOW in school, right? Isn't that what it
I
is?
don't fucking know.
You guys haven't heard about this, right? So in Quebec, right? They do EOW in schools. The second season they've done this, right? This year was 2,400 kids that they taught the MC challenge.
That's crazy.
40 schools, and they went in. They taught these kids how to do the MC challenge, and then they did regional finals. Where they picked some of the best from all these regions, and then they did a finals where they took 5 kids, they recorded a song, they did a music video together, and then they competed in the finals a couple months ago at a festival. Right?
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's
That's
mad
probably the dopest shit I heard today.
That's mad cool.
Dope. So
Yo, that's so dope.
Yeah, give it up for y'all.
That is so dope.
so
Are you
Screw
kidding
us.
me?
I'm doing philanthropy.
so no. The reason I bring it up.
Nah, that's so dope.
Happening.
No, so the reason I bring it up, right, is because if you think about the MC Challenge, and we've been doing it 23 years, and a few years ago they asked me, they said, what's next?
Yeah.
Right? And I think with this veteran crew of people who've been in the challenge and being part of EOW for decades, in some cases, many years at the minimum, right? I want to hear what you guys think is next for EOW. Like, where would you like to see EOW go? TV, schools, festivals, like where do you see where we take this?
All of the above.
Yeah, I don't think I can narrow it
I
to
don't think
just
there's.
one of those.
I don't think there's a ceiling for that.
I
Not
think
with end
it's
of the week.
just
Especially
like
look at the evolution now. All these years. There's no ceiling for this.
Yeah.
It just keeps getting better and better. Just when you think it's over, something else just keeps
I
happening.
feel like you never know what you're gonna see at EOW. I don't remember what U.S. finals it was, but I was chilling. I had just came in from Pride, and I don't know why EOW was the same day as Pride, but thank y'all for inclusivity. And I was there watching it, and then KRS-One just jumped on the stage out of nowhere. Like, and he was like, "Oh, I was just walking by," and rapped, and then left. And I feel like if EO Dub has that spontaneity and it shows, then it's like limitless for doing anything else. Getting into schools is a easy thing for EO Dub because a lot of the artists that I personally have met doing EO Dub are teaching artists also. So it's just about shifting the attention and like moonwalking into other avenues, I guess. So I would love to see it all. It's just to do the damn thing.
Yeah, I agree. I think definitely with kids in some capacity, whether it's in a school, outside of school, it's important that we, hip hop has such a large picture. And if we consider what we do to be important, and I do think it is important, we should be proactive about driving that through the youth, through the people that are coming up into the world, and then whatever hip hop. And I'm very much like a hip hop apologist. Like I don't look at rappers like Ice Spice or Sexy Red or whoever and be like, oh, that's trash. Like good music is good music. If I enjoy something, I enjoy something. But also hip hop is a large picture. And so that's not the only thing. And so if we are being ardent about showing kids other ways to do things, well, yeah, you could be Ice Spice or you could be a Dizzy rather than that's the only thing. Because then maybe in a classroom of 30 kids, only 10 of them want to be Ice Spice and another 10 want to be Dizzy, but they wasn't shown Dizzy, so they don't even look at hip hop. But then you show them both. It's like, okay, boom, now we got 20 kids that's involved in hip hop. So I think definitely working with the kids is a big thing. Yeah.
That's dope. Now, one last question before we put the beats back on, right? Nah, tell me how VZ, the same intro beat. We're gonna put the same intro beat. We're gonna start. No, tell me about VZ, right? Because this is one thing that I feel like is really important, and I think we should all talk about it a little bit. Like, how did so? I'll start, right? So a lot of people, you probably look at me and assume I'm like EO Dub Day One because that's our assumption. You know what I mean? That would make sense. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm a day 2. You know what I mean? I say that like a joke, but not like it's serious, right? Yeah. Because I didn't come to EO Dub's first week. Vice was like, yo, Joey Ty called me. There's an open mic. He wants me and Zoo to host with Pro and None. I'm going. Me, him, Kendra, we were on the beach in the Jersey Shore. And I was like, I was managing him. And I was like, you're going to go do an open mic, like you're going to start hosting an open mic, bro. Like, as your manager, I don't know that that's going to be the best way to get you the spotlight. Yeah. And he was like, yeah, but it's got to happen. Like, it has to. Like, Joey Ty, we used to cypher there at the bar, and he was like, we put this together. So he went. I was like, I'm staying on the beach. You know what I mean? Okay. And he was like, I was like, let me know how it is, right? And him and Kendra got the train, and they went up, they did the show. He called me the next day, and he was like, it was fucking amazing. Like, it was incredible. And I was like, how did Joey Ty do? He's like, Joey Ty didn't come. I'm like, what? He said, Joey Ty didn't come. Scram Jones filled in. It was amazing. You got to come help next week. Joey Ty, we can't get in touch with him. You got to come. You got to help us out. So I went. I started managing it from then on, doing the door, helping book the shows, whatever. So, and I say that because I don't think it's about me. You know what I mean? I don't think it's about any one of us, EO Dub. Obviously, it's been a very selfless movement since its inception. You know what I mean? It was Joey Ty that invited us all to start it. You know what I mean? And we kept it going as his living legacy and Joey Ty's living legacy for many years, And in a similar way, when Vice passed in 2020, it was a moment that I think all of us, as touched as we were by his passing, I think we've been able to take a certain amount of inspiration from that we still carry with us now, And so I think it's important that we talk a little bit about how much Vice might have influenced you in your career in EO Dub, and what you think about like just how he's affected you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. First off, rest in peace to VZ. VZ was super duper great. He was always very kind to me. I feel like a lot of my personal conversations that I had with VZ remind me of a lot of the conversations that I had with King Luck. both of them, anytime I would talk to them, was always interested in what was actually happening in my life outside of music. Like, they were like, I know you're talented, I know you're great, I know rap is happening all the time, but like, do you take time to breathe for yourself? And like, both of them constantly asked me this, and it was the only time I would like sit there and be like, shit, I do take on a lot of shit, and I don't take time for myself at all. And VZ's like, yeah, you're gonna burn out like that. You gotta put love back into you, as much love as you put out into the world. And it made me slow down a lot, as crazy as that might sound. I know that might sound like a bad thing, but I was always running like an Energizer bunny. Like, I have to see, people have to see me rap here, here, and here. And I stopped and started just pouring into relationships that was pouring into me. And that was how I got into everything that I'm into now. Because of conversations like that. Because like, I'd have that conversation with VZ, and then literally anytime I ran into VZ, I ran into Luck right after.
Wow.
And Luck would be like, yo, did you do all the stuff for your publishing? Did you get your songs copywritten? Are you looking into the sync licensing stuff I sent you? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, all right. Did you stop and like tell yourself something positive today? I'll be like, no, I'm actually pretty shitty to myself. And I felt like the love that I got from both of those, it worked in tandem, like legit. So I have like an unlimited amount of love for VZ. The very last MC challenge that I did when VZ was alive, I think I had lost that one, and much like O had said earlier, I was like, yo, I'm tired of fucking losing. I'm not doing this shit again. And the next MC challenge after that was like post VZ. You know what I'm saying? It was the Diesel challenge. Yeah. And I was like, the last time I saw VZ, I was like, yo, I'll do one more for you, and then that's it. Like, I'm done. And then he passed, and I was like, fuck. That hurts a lot. Like, and I seen the MC challenge, I'm like, yo, this is VZ's like work right here. I have to do it. And the Diesel challenge was one of my favorite ones, and I went in that same intensity with like Battle Champs. I was like, yo, VZ would love shit like this. Even when I was doing the grab bag blindfolded, I'm like, all right, VZ, I hope I make you proud, champ, because I don't know what the fuck is about to happen. And that was like my favorite part of that whole challenge. So VZ impacted me in a way of like reminding me to check up on myself all the time. And I thank VZ in a lot of the places that I'm in, the VZs of the world, the King Lux of the world, the Majesties of the world, because all three of them played integral parts, like in tandem, for the things that I'm doing now. And I'm honored to have like been able to have those personal conversations with them.
That's dope. That's dope. Either you guys want to share anything on the VZ tip? Nah, you good.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the first conversation I ever had with Vice. It was in Prague, and we were in a restaurant, and he was telling me, he was a little tips, and so he was telling me multiple times in a row how hard the French prepare for the challenge. He was like, yo, them niggas, they not even gonna come to any events. They gonna be in a hotel just rehearsing. You gotta be ready for them niggas. And I think one thing about VZ, about Vice, that I really appreciated is his passion for the challenge, the passion for EO Dub. He was he was never pessimistic or negative about anything that I remember, and he was just always caring very much for the dub. I remember we had me and him had made like a, happened like around the time, like right before he had passed, but we had made like an EO Dub handshake that we were supposed to like show everybody or whatever. But Vice was just that glue. I felt like he was like that glue, the battery in the back of the dub. And even on a personal level, like him and Kendra always opening their home for everybody. And I think he was like a part of the impetus for why homegirl Kate opened the bar, right? You know what I mean? Like he was a big reason why she was able to do that, you know? And I just think he was, I remember one time I was it was in Belgium, and I was walking up to head into the front of the show, and he was in front of him, and Mass was in front of me, and he was talking about me. And you know, every once in a while you might walk up to somebody and hear them talking about you, and you're like, all right, what you saying? And it was nothing but positive. You feel me? He was saying nothing but good things about me. And I'm telling Mass how impressed he was about something. And I was like, that felt very symbolic for who he was for me. As a person, where it's like, yeah, I snuck up on you talking about me and it was nothing but positive, you know? And yeah, so shout out to Vice, man. Good brother, great spirit. Yeah.
So you know he would not let us stop the recording or turn off the mics if there weren't some beats and some bars. Yeah, somebody got to rap.
Yeah, man, cue.
I feel like I heard Vice just say that. Whoever said
Cue
that
the intro.
sounded like Vice.
Cue the intro.
This is a wicked tune.
It's on the chant.
Oh, I didn't know it was on me. My fault, y'all. I was really like just listening to the beat real quick. Wasn't even in rap mode. I had a nice, passionate talk about Feezy. I felt great. Yo, I didn't know that I was supposed to go and rap on the mic. So I was thinking in my mind, and they was like, psych, I gotta get on top of the beat and rap nasty. So in the back of the crowd, they looking like, yikes. Thinking that it's crazy every rhyme I recite. It's never something new that I bite. Off of the top of my cerebral. And they know it's getting ether or it's about to get lethal. Man, I'm kinda classic like R2-D2. Warring with the bars like I'm CP3-0. Maybe I'm just CP3, whoa. That was just a basketball reference I'ma do with my ego. Man, I was loco en cabeza, but I've been doing my bars for the pesos. Shit like hasta luego. Back with the bar and I can spit it like Alfredo, that just mean I'm cooking. Any type of city or any state that I'm in, they bout to book her. But I'll be going on the beat with a swish like I'm Devin Booker. That was NBA. Rap on the beat, I don't need no delay. Did it with the laps, it's like a relay, or I've been winning like if it was a sweepstakes. Look how I could recalibrate my mind. Different type of bars that I have to resign, or I have to recline on top of the chair. But if they see me rapping, they would give me a chair like cheerleading. Man, I'm here eating. On this rapping, it's sounding like it was a feature, but I'm beasting. Like I was in the X-Man, the Beast Man. That was the Blue Man, he's smart on the weekends. Shit, I'm really kinda off the deep end. In my thought pool, making thoughts drool a weekend. Never really on the tip, I be strong arming. On the rap, I'm disabled, but I'm disarming. And this is able to do whatever is disalarming. But I've been rapping and I'm cooking like Parmesan, and that's different. How I be coming is warming. I'm coming on the brainstorming like I'm shit storming. I thought it ended. I'ma pass it now. Cause I didn't know it was gonna end that quick.
Nah, go back to that same beat, Jay. Yeah, there we go.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Said I ain't fucking with you out of shape niggas, can't do it in New York. I catch you out of state, nigga. You out of state niggas looking mad, cause I'm never feeling out of place. Jesse Flow is out of space, nigga. I got him claustrophobic, running out of space. Word to Mike Love, I'm the reason these suckers is running out of hate. Not enough blow, you running out of bass. Nowadays, niggas say Jesse be coming out of space. I'm just trying to fuck shit up and leave without a trace. A body is truthfully God sent, not a face. Speeding, but it's not a race. Trying to say a lot of box you ate, but then you woke up with your wallet raped. Yeah, I'm trying to keep my mind though. Yeah, the way I'm spitting at these silly motherfuckers on the daily, you should start to call me Rondo. Silly nigga, you can miss me with the convo. She got a in a long some shit. Hold up. This is the part where you all show love, but Jess James used to get drunk up in the club. EO dub, cause your girl used to fit tight like a glove. Off of the top rope like Jim Snooker. Cause you mad I hit your bitch with a thin booger. I don't know what that mean, but that nigga flew across the states cause I was on a vaccine. Cause I smoked. Yo, this time that nigga Jess is gonna hit you with this rhyme. It's your turn, cause I don't freestyle, but I freestyle and kill your ass on the meanwhile. This Puerto Rican kid is quite fucking senile, cause I know a couple kids who did a bit in the P now.
Facts.
Figueroa, twin titties on the chest. Minnesota, back in the days, this Puerto Rican was a soldier, sipping mad rum with the fucking Coca-Cola. Greek girls in Spanish, hi, hola, hotter than the motherfucking sun. Nah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, bro.
Supernova.
Oh man. Yeah. Okay. I just went.
Champ is here.
The champ is here.
Champ is
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I'm so glad I'm not in the competition this year. So there ain't no pressure for me to come here and kick a rap that's really dope. It could be whack and I don't care. So I'ma come and do my thing and just chill. I'm so glad I'm here with the family and we could build. Yeah. Black men as well as white men and everybody inside between. It's exciting, igniting, lightning. Oh, the beat stop? Are you gonna bring it back so I can let the beat rock? You already know what it is. Off the these tops that I be coming in, dropping in the music, and it's gonna chart like ZZ Top. Please, Ock, you already know what I need. Ock, go out to get some food across the street, Ock, and we gonna say we gotta come and bake it. When I leave the spot, I say Assalamu alaikum. Understand, I do my thing, I never do no faking. Always keep it real. Every single time I come through and I have to kick my spiel. Put it on vinyl or CD, but no matter what, we at World Finals with CDs. Guys hop right into the studio. I play the right card like I was maybe Yu-Gi-Oh. This exactly what I came to do. It flows. It's a movie though. Yeah, EO Dub been around for like 23 years. So that means, of course, it's gonna last for 45. Like Jordan's numbers. Had to make sure I did my thing, scorch it up right inside the beat every single time I talk it. We gonna be up in Brooklyn doing a lot of walking. We gonna get it hyper. Cause later on, we gonna be at the Halloween cypher for legendary ciphers. We gonna trade bars, do it all night, do it all week, do it all year. We gonna have a long week of drinking beer. And I don't even really like it that much, but okay, yeah. I'll probably do it with the homies. You already know I'm out here with the Crodies. Yeah, I'm just chilling, it's the thing. Shout out to the EO Dub Queens and Kings. Yeah.
Champ is here.
Nah, but hold up. Like, what if we find one more beat for a quick cipher?
Champ
What about
is
a
here.
quick cipher? Little four bar.
let's do it, let's do it.
4-bar.
Yep. We've been here. We've been on the chairs longer than everybody.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I thought like this
like-
was gonna be
Is
an
it
up
right
and
now?
done
Sinking
sort
in
of
this
thing.
motherfucker.
No, it's real.
This shit is a part of me now.
Yeah, right?
It's
Taking
like
this couch home.
the Get Out chair.
Oh no, not the
Literally
sunken
in the
place.
Taking this couch home.
Not no sunken place.
Shorty with the teacup.
Okay.
Yo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trading fours, like I'm trading wars. Back in the days, I used to love to trade. I used to say that shit before, but now I be with my people, we on the world tour.
On the world tour, coming out the corridor. Shorty see me and she getting down on all fours. Shorties love me, I be out here wall to wall. But I'm in the MVP, I'm throwing balls of ball.
Balls the balls. Oh my gosh.
I knew that was gonna throw
That shit was pause.
Like the White Howard at the night hours.
Nope.
Guaranteed I did my thing. Hold on. I am not coward. I would just say what I need to. I will scheme through every single part of the bars. I am going hard. I am floating in the sky like that guy that fought Jafar.
Yo, even though that shit was more than 4 bars, I'm
Yep.
still gonna give you that, my nigga, cause that shit was hard.
Yep.
But I ain't trying to pull your motherfucking card. I'm just trying to show these motherfuckers where this end of the week shit start.
That shit was hard and he wasn't even bragging. Came in the flying carpet like Jasmine and Aladdin, but they let me acting. I've been trying to spit backwards and now I just feel like I'm the captain.
4 bars like EO Dub on a late night. Probably head to a spot and get a great bite. The whole week is gonna be fun and they gonna say sayonara and then they gonna take flight.
They gonna take flight. And if they don't make my steak right, I'm gonna fucking kill the bitch with a steak knife.
Gosh.
Niggas talking about they love EO Dub, but they running around the motherfucking club like they hate life.
Jess James turned to a serial killer overnight. I'm over here shaking and I'm over fright.
Right.
I was trying to spit a lot of bars, but it was hard coming out my mind. It felt like I had an overbite.
Overbite, you the best, man. You already know I'm coming next. And on this couch we got Dizzy, Osyris, and Jess James, and over there is Jess James.
That wasn't just lame.
That's it.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
So funny. He don't cook my steak
Check.
right. I'm coming in with
Check.
a steak
With a
knife.
steak
That was a good interview,
What
brother.
the